Dr. Cooney, thank you for joining us today.
My pleasure.
You were president of the AAHPM in 2009?
Through spring of 2010, yes.
And can you describe for us some of the challenges you faced during that time? There were certainly personal challenges as well as professional ones, as I remember.
I had some hair loss. Okay. Probably the greatest challenge actually happened in my year before I became president. And that's the year they assign you a special project to learn from. And I was assigned the job of looking at our contract with our Academy Journal, because it was controversial, and I'm supposed to help people find common ground. That's supposed to be my skill set. It was a real challenge, and it was especially a challenge because between the time they gave me the job in June and between the time and then the job started in August, in July I developed ovarian cancer and had surgery and was starting chemotherapy around the time the work began. And the reason this is an important story about the Academy is because our staff are so amazing and so strong that they walked me through that whole process. I said, I can't do this. I can't do this. They said, yes, you can. We'll help you. And they were truly wonderful in terms of supporting me, reminding me some days who I was talking to, but really giving me the tools that I needed as a new leader and as a often less than focused new leader because of what was happening in my personal life. The Academy staff were fabulous and really enabled me to take on a difficult task.
We did a spectacular job of it, and we have lots to show for those efforts.
It has been great, and during my actual president's year, my favorite memory is when I picked up my cell phone and it was the deputy director of the FDA calling to ask me what I thought about morphine 20 milligrams per ml, because they had decided to can it because they didn't think anybody used it.
And I wrote them a letter that
But that was my
burned
favorite.
some eyeballs. Yeah, that was great.
I had the deputy director of the FDA on speed dial.
All right. That was great. Well, you made a huge difference because obviously your advocacy got this crucial medicine. Oh my gosh.
But not only that, we are now engaged in ongoing conversation with the FDA,
Yes.
and they look to us for information, for the people to be true patient advocates when they're thinking about changing prescribing in opioids, because they know that we will come at this from a true patient advocacy position. So it was the beginning of a relationship, and I think that's what this work is all about.
And since then, how do you see the work developing? I mean, from your perspective, sort of where are we and where are we heading?
We have come so far in the last, it seems like in the last 5 years, maybe it's 10, but we're really becoming a voice for the field. I mean, the field's become something solid. We have become the voice for the field. People look to us to help them move the field forward in all areas of medicine. It is amazing the voice that we have developed over the last decade, from being a quiet little, somewhat frumpy sort of a fringe group, to being really part of mainstream medicine.
You see challenges in the road ahead?
There's going to be challenges for everyone working in healthcare. and we are no exception. But I think because of the groundwork that we've laid, that we are going to have a voice, and that people are going to listen when we talk to them about the importance of including hospice and palliative medicine in the continuum of care for patients as they look to change the model. You know, we have put such strong voices forward. I think we're going to be at the table, and I think that's incredibly exciting.
It sure is. Wow. Now, we've got new leaders coming down the pike. What kind of skill set do you see them as needing as they take on these roles?
I think you have to be flexible. You have to be able to step out of your comfort zone, because I find that often what I'm asked to do is not necessarily something that I have regularly done in my real life. But it's been both a challenge and a real source of personal growth. I think communication skills are going to be critical. I think we need people who can communicate to the entire membership, as well as to the payers, to the legislators, to the people who do the work. It's a broad range, and you need a broad range of communication to do that.
That's hard to teach in fellowship training, but.
It is, but the academy structure now, one of the things that was put in about 5 years ago, but my timing could be off, you know, one of the things that was added was a real strong committee system.
Yes.
And I think that structure has enabled people, much broader range of people, to become involved in the academy, to bring their skills to the academy, and to grow within it. I was down at the exhibit hall today, and the academy area, which used to be just like a little, we've now taken up a huge room-sized space, and it was packed with people, and they were talking to each other, and they were looking at the tweets, and they were buying products, and they were engaged. And that's just wonderful. It makes me so happy to be where I am. One of the things that I've seen happen over the last 5 years that was done very intentionally by Steve Smith, our CEO, was to re-engage past presidents and people in past leadership roles who had been committed to the academy, who loved this work, but didn't really have a role as the academy had moved forward. And Steve set it out as a goal to re-engage the presidents, the past presidents, and the first time we all got together, I was president-elect, and it was not really comfortable. These people hadn't sat down at table together for a long time. And now those breakfasts are one of the highlights of our visits at the academy. We have past presidents involved in committees, in fundraising, in leadership positions. This is their academy again, and I think that is a huge accomplishment that we need to give Steve credit for, give our leadership credit for.
And the continuing involvement of our past presidents is one of the things that really makes us stronger, and we appreciate so much all you continue to give.
Thank you.
Anything else you want to share?
No, I think that's about.
Well, you helped shepherd us through a really challenging time, and we appreciate your continuing leadership here.
You folks have done far more for me than I've ever done for you. And I have nothing but gratitude for my work with the Academy. Thank you.
Thank you.